Alright, well, honestly, I got DC there. So I guess I'm gonna have a multi-part afternoon chit-chat time with CR here, Creative Redundancy. So I might as well just whip out the intro. Might as well just do it. My intro here. Now leave a static image on the screen for a moment here while I try to finish this grading here. What the? Of course, now I'm buffering like crazy. Oh, that's not good. I seem to be dropping frames too. I'm not sure if I should continue this. I guess it's not such a TGIF after all. Just bear with me. Uh, Let's see. Change priority on it. Yeah, I seem to be running into the red on OBS. Oh, okay. Let's see. Yeah, I still drop frames. Well, anyways, hopefully I won't disconnect again. But if I do, I'll come back. Just like creation mode. Alright, so Alright, I'm here again. Still working on it. Just knots. I knew I should have made a blood knot instead of just an overhand knot. But whatever. Let me pop up the chat here. And hopefully, hopefully I won't disconnect. So let me welcome into the room here, Jace M, and Prepared Camping, Reaper Militia Outdoors, and Mel Mel in the house with the Real Love Festival. So, what is up? And I just realized I'm not doing this right. Ugh, this silly knot I have in here. I should. But anyways, I gotta do this again. So, anyways, uh, what was I talking about? Man, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. We've already lost train of thought. And the stream already got derailed. It's already gone, so I might as well just start fresh, right? So yeah. If anyone doesn't know, I'm actually braiding from the first part. Still. And I probably should have made the knots smaller. See, maybe I shouldn't have done this. No, whatever. Because I can't get the knot through the loop here. So I guess I'll just keep trying here. So hopefully everyone's doing alright. And like I said, alright, I think I got this. I just gotta get this one loop around. Oh, I mean this one knot that I have in the line around. So hopefully everyone is doing all right. I appreciate everyone that's dropping by right now and bearing with my technical difficulties and such. But I guess that's the life of the YouTuber, the guy, the people that are, streaming a lot of stuff, right? Technical issues and stuff like that. And I just feel like I'm not doing this right. Oh boy. Well, at least I got something going. I'm just not temporarily put this to the side. I'll finish that one later. It's not a big deal. Usually I don't have issues with braiding porn into zipper chains in it. I know. See, I even have another one. Like I said in the first part, I'm gonna be doing this while I'm streaming here to be more productive. Since I've been cleaning out the closet and had a whole bunch of bags laying around. But this one should be much easier because it's, well, it should be easier. You want me to make a ladder? Hey, I guess I could put one of those butterfly, alpine butterfly knots in. Or I'll put a whole bunch of them. Although I gotta learn how to do that better. It's not, I'm not quite like able to do it when I want to, and let alone trying to do it blindfolded or in the cold. Just like my previous static video that I have up, where I did the tumble hitch and the Fairmont friction hitch back to back outside without seeing. I mean, I can braid this right now, but the only thing is I can't see the chat, so obviously that's not good. Alright, thank you, Malmo. I appreciate the time that you take to drop in. I appreciate it very much. Thank you. So much so that I'm actually not rated on the screen. And I used to never be able to braid, but I just kind of been learning more about the cordage, as in like using, not only just using it, but actually doing stuff with it. So I've been learning braiding, zipper chains in it, which is basically a series of loops interlocked together. Learning more about knots. So beyond an arbor, Canadian jam knot, bowline type of knot, and learning about hitches now. I especially been fascinated with the Fairmont friction hitch. Ever since I started to learn it, I was just like, I've been adapting it to different things and kind of using it in conjunction to the arbor or Canadian jam knot. Because actually, if I remember right, the tumble hitch is kind of more like a slip knot, anyways. But it's something that if you had a vertical tree or whatever that's too tall, you can go around it, but when you untie it, you can actually untie it without actually going around the tree, if that makes any sense. But when you do one, it's easy to undo, let's just say. So let me welcome you into the room here, into the bush. Hello! Thank you for taking the time to drop in. And as you can tell, I'm done cleaning the closet and the dishes like I said on your stream. And I'm braiding it up because there were so much plastic bags. I figure I might as well use them for something. I have so many, I'm just like, I can't even use them all to put stuff in. So I might as well braid it. So, oh, let me have some coffee here. Yeah, I know, no sticker. It's already on the card. I have one more to fill it up. So I have 6 in there right now. I got another one. I need one more sticker to fill it up. Can't wait. Still, I told you into the bush. Creating and coffee go hand in hand for me. It's like hand in hand. It's just like ball and cup, hockey stick, net. basketball rim or hoop, I should say, goes hand in hand. Hey, Reaper, I used to be like that too, man, with knots and stuff like that. So just let me just check the OBS, make sure I'm still in the. Oh, see, what I'm gonna do is just temporarily put on my disable the audio, the video portion of it for a little bit. I'm not sure. I'm in the red for OBS for some reason, and I know that video and graphics on the screen will increase it. So just for the time being. Caffeine. Yeah, I know Into the Bush. I know you dropped by. I actually tried to drop by after I did everything, but you were done already. I missed it by like 10 minutes. Well, like I said, I had to go do that stuff. Cause it ain't do it on its own. And like I said earlier in the first part of the stream, which actually is the first part, I'm got the closet so, well, so much better that there's actually room in there now. I can actually stand in there. So yeah, I had a bunch of bags on the ground. I was just like, this is not going for me. I can't stand it. Can't stand it. So I'm like, yep, I'm gonna go do it. See if any of these, you know, organization ideas could help. I mean, one of them did help. I used a box as an organizer to help organize the space more. So, I'm exactly prepared camping as. Plastic takes a while to break down and it floats too. Especially as it breaks down, it becomes smaller and smaller particles. But and then there's that whole fish confuse it for plankton and stuff like that. So yeah, let's not get into that. Oh, is it Reaper? Well, one thing I've started to notice, especially as I try, keyword try, to get more prepared and all that stuff, is that the organization is important. No one wants to be like, hey, where's my fire starter? I thought I had it here. Or the organization, or the layout of the stuff where it's just like, it makes no sense. Like, a first aid kit at the bottom of an egg. I mean, no. Maybe your cook stuff on the bottom of your bag, but first aid, no. At least have it readily accessible. So maybe if you have to just pull something off or unzipper one zipper, and you could just pull it out and deploy your first aid kit relatively quickly. And yes, you're not keep hearing bags because I'm still breathing here. It's still in the truck. Or trunk, I should say. I really should read better. You figure I'd read better if I don't have any video on the screen. But whatever. I'll bring the video back temporarily. Just making sure my drop frames isn't too high. So yeah, see. Starting to get somewhere on this. Just making just checking my OBS. It still shows me in the green right now. That's good. I think that's why I disconnected or DC'd earlier, is because it must have ran into the red. So, yeah. Man, it looks like it's doing alright right now. For now. I gotta bring the chat back up and actually pull it onto the opposite side of the screen here. I have the chat like in front of me so I can read it, but I can still see the OBS indicator to see if it's green. So yeah. Well, Reaper, it depends. Now, honestly, you're not gonna get any. It's gonna be thicker because you're braiding it, and it depends how many strands you put in. Now, if I put just this normal 2 strands, so 1 and 1 on both sides for the zipper chains in it, it can. Well, now, honestly, it also depends how thick the line is or the strand is. The thicker the strand is, well, the thicker the cord's gonna be. But let's say something like this, maybe 10 pounds. Give or take, give or take. It, like I said, it depends. Because I can braid with more strands, like 4, 8. Maybe one of these days I'll braid a 16 strand one. I have done 4 and 8s. Well, I should say 2, 4, and 8s. So, to me, this is just 1 strand. So, 1 strand on both sides. I've done 2, 2, 4, 4, and so forth. I'm just braiding this. See, you can see that I'm actually trying to use the same color bag, just so I can actually have, well, nice braid amount of braided yarn here. Zipper chains in it, like I said. That's okay, prepared camping, you know. I probably could speak for many here that they appreciate the channel support you're providing. Yeah. See, I really should pay attention to what I'm doing. It's been a while since I actually snapped cordage too much. Yeah. And I was almost done too. Oh, well. Hopefully I will be able to do this. Here. Try not to make that knot too hard. I mean, too big. Well, like I said, Reaper, it depends. I mean, I've actually, on some of the air ones that I've had that are a little bit thicker, I've actually sort of tried tug of war. Sort of. One-on-one. More like they dragged me. But I'll show one in a little bit here. Do I have it nearby? I guess I do have one nearby, see. You can see the comparison to the one I'm doing. This is much bigger. I think this, I can't remember, this is probably 2 and 2 strands, but I think the thickness of the strand is actually thicker too. But it's kind of short. I can almost stretch with this. Yeah, exactly. Into the which I can exactly. What's that called? Not weave, but twist. Yeah, twist more cordage together, or twist the ones I make into something stronger. Obviously, it's going to increase the thickness and such, but the tensile strength would go up. Oh, hey, thanks, Reaper. Thanks. Well, like I said, it depends. It's especially if I add more into it. Now, obviously, like I said, you're not gonna get the strength to, well, the strength to diameter ratio that you would get from like commercial cordage, like paracord, for example, or bank line, or anything similar to trail line or anything like that. But this is stuff that I could just use, depending on the application. Oh, you're taking off the real. Alright, thank you for taking the time to drop in. And again. Thank you. I appreciate your channel support. I'll catch you next time. Good night, the real. We got the real's the real thing. No pun intended. So you'll see this little piece right here. I'll snip that off and just heat it up with like a lighter. Well, I usually would try to do it with solar, but it's definitely not sunny enough out. It's actually quite cloudy out right now. So no access to solar, so I guess I'll have to use a candle or a flame source or something like that. Just kind of melt that together. Uh, have fun into the bush, man. Take care. Might as well just put a random heart emoji on the screen, even though I'm a day late, but whatever. So, let's see, where was I? Almost done here. Almost done here on this. To me, this is the easiest type of braid to do. Now, you could do some more complex type of braids or patterns like the cobra weave. I made a bracelet before, which I just happen to have right here. So I've done one before. See, that one part right there, it's kind of didn't turn out as great, but whatever. Now, one thing about this is that it's not as thick, let's just say. But unlike a zipper chain it, it's also harder to undo. Because the zipper chain it, I could just literally undo this whole thing right now if I wanted to. But I'm not, because honestly I committed a lot of time into braiding this right now. So you guys are talking about dinner and supper, and I just realized I didn't even have lunch yet. See, now I'm getting hungry. Not sure what I should have. Maybe something exciting. You know, crack another pun out there again, like usual. Oh, is it? I think that was one of the first ones I tried. I was just trying it out. I actually probably should attempt it again. Braid with it again. I'm kind of... It's been a while since I've done it. I might be a little rusty. And that's the thing about these knots, braiding and stuff like that. You can get rusty really fast. Just like any other skill, you can kind of forget the little tiny things. Or twisting and doing all that movement. Where to put those bites in and stuff like that. And how to lay your cordage on. Oh yeah, I'm supposed to go underneath, not over top, or something like that. That's why I practice it quite a bit. Now, zipper chains in it's just much easier. Much easier. I could probably do this all day if I wanted to. I should probably, if I should have made more, because I probably could live stream like like 8 hours and just braid the whole time. But obviously I'm not gonna braid the whole time because I'm still talking with you guys. I'm just multitasking. Hey iPod, hi, thank you for taking the time to drop in, I appreciate it. Like I said, it's been cold out in Western Canada. It's been cold, man. It's definitely been cold. I think I heard it might let up after the weekend or something like that, but we'll see. Until I see like let's say around 0 Fahrenheit or minus 17, 15. Yeah. And then I'll hold my breath until I see that. Though it's been nice when it's been sunny out, but and the wind has died down or has died down, and I'm like, yeah, it's nicer out, but once that wind picks up, the windshield, oh, you just feel that. You just feel it. Especially if you're not dressed as well as you should be. Maybe you didn't bring extra mitts or whatever. I mean, for me, I would always go out with a toque, just because my head gets cold. Quite easily, actually. Oh yeah, exactly, Reaper. Weather's been nuts. That's why I finally did the weather environment tag. So anyone can drop in and check out that video. And if you want, you can do a VR for it too. I would like to hear the climate and the weather and the environment in our people's areas. And hear the stories behind it. Questions are in the description for that video. I've already had many people do a VR for it. Or to reply to the tag and such, so. Yeah, it's been cold. So yes, I'm still braiding. I'm almost done this one here. Almost done this one. This is actually just 2 bags. 2 medium-sized bags, give or take. So a small bag would be like something for like a book or whatever. Medium size, you might see a lot, and those larger ones are pretty much, you know, coming past your knee, let's just say. What's up, Brolis? Alright, thanks, Reaper. I appreciate that. You know, if you want to do a VR or whatever, it's cool. I just tagged people just to get started. Oh, wow. Wow. That's something right there. It's just, wow. Rollis. You actually had to turn on your furnace for an hour. Wow. Honestly, that's enough said, right? You're supposed to be in the sunshine state where it's supposed to be, like, warm. But, I guess, if you're climatized for the warmth and it falls below 50 Fahrenheit, 10 Celsius, wow. You might start feeling that because you're not going around wearing, like, 2 hoodies. You might be going around just with a t-shirt still or a long sleeve shirt where you're like, whoo, it's a little cooler out to justify wearing a hoodie, maybe even a hat or something like that. Yeah, wow. Exactly prepared camping. You know, if you want to drop, jump into that tag, feel free, feel free. Like I said, I left it open, but I just tag people just to get started. But it is an open tag. Questions are in the description for that video. I'll probably end screen it in for this video, this live stream after it's done, and after then processing. And yes, I'm still doing it. 34. I take +2 Celsius right now. That would feel a lot warmer, that's for sure. And I guess if it was that warm, I'd probably be like snowman weather, or snow person weather, I should say, to be a little bit more correct. But yeah, let me just see here. Oh. Alright. Huh. Hold on, my, let's roll this one. My thing's not in the center of the screen, is it? I just realized I'm not in the center of the screen. You could see I have this border. I'll fix it later. Or I'll adjust it later. Or whatever. It's not a big deal. I just noticed it coming over to the my uh, YouTube side of things. That just figures. Oh well, whatever, I guess. So I've heard. Prepared camping. It was so bad you had to put on socks. Wear those sandals. You're like, it's too cold for sandals. But like I said, it depends what you're used to or climatized to. Or if you're used to, let's say, plus 30 Celsius, and let's say 35 Celsius or 95 Fahrenheit, you know, and your area doesn't receive snow, or if it does, it's very, 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 very brief and it melts fairly soon. If you're not used to that and there's an extended amount of cold or whatever, you'll probably not notice that just because you're not used to it. I know earlier in the season for this year, well, 2018-19 season, winter season here, I actually made sure I went outside to get more used to it. Because I just knew. Back in September, ever since that snow that I showed in the video, I just knew that the temperature, I knew we were going to get this cold streak. It always eventually happens. Sometimes we get lucky, it's not as long, but then there's other times where it's just like, when's the warmth coming back? Oh man, winter just took over. Or I feel like I need like a campfire like every night. Just kidding. uh, so you can see I'm almost done here. Almost done here. Coming up to the last little bit here. So I'm not sure how long I was gonna go for this as well. Well, I'm just not sure how long I'm gonna go for it. For this tree. I'll go for a little bit longer. Why not? Why not? The chat's going. And I'm still braiding. Oh, exactly, Reaper, right? So I remember here in Canada, now, before they moved away or whatever, I used to see a neighbor come out with just shorts when it's snowing. Yeah. Now, I think when they actually went out, they actually did wear stuff, but when they were shoveling it, I was just like, you know, I'm wearing like ski pants and this guy's just wearing shorts, so, but I could never do that, but I was just like, let's just say this person has a lot of guts to do that. Or maybe their legs are just that warm. I don't know. For me, I know. So let me welcome into the room here, Amanda. Hi, Amanda. Thank you for taking the time to drop in. And since I'm braiding here, I know. I might as well. Hey, Amanda, where's that pink paracord? Hey, hey. See, I'm not afraid to wear pink. It just doesn't mean I wear it all the time. It's just a glove to me. A glove that I probably could use later to keep warm, but whatever. Oh, Amanda, I'm just braiding up some porn here. This is used to be 2 bags. Plastic yarn into zipper chains in it. Basically a series of loops that are interlocked together. So let's see. Like an A. Locks it together. Go from there side. And do it again and again. And just go back and forth until either you get the length you need or you run out of line strands, I should say. I guess I should have that as a stage prop for you, Amanda. When you come by. Maybe I'll have it as a stage prop for you. A pink glove. I'm still trying to find another one to match it. I was just like... I gotta find one to match it. Now, the reason why I picked it up, well, was to originally try to donate it, but I decided to keep it now as a prop for the videos. I've already, it had its main, or a debut of it in a different video that I have about talking about pink and beyond. So beyond pink. Yeah, I'm almost done here. Thanks, Sammy. I appreciate it. You're still there listening to me, hey? So when's the videos coming out, Sammy? When's the videos coming out? I'm literally itching and inching to, well, see them. No pun intended. Oh yeah, exactly, Reaper. I have it as a stage prop. Amongst other things. I don't mind the stage props. And it makes it a little bit more interesting. So it's not just me, CR, in front of a camera. But there's stuff you can see. And maybe, you know, if you want, you can also do one of those. Hint, hint. Nudge, nudge. Oh, finally, I'm almost done. You could see the length of it. Let's see, this is about maybe 3 feet. Give or take. No, actually, I need to finish off the top here. Alright, Sammy. After? Okay. Maybe. Of course, now I can't figure out which side I was doing. What was that here? So, yeah. Maybe one of these days I'll braid something pink. Oh, wait! Who needs to? Because I got something. Just wait. Wait, let's see. Like this, right here. Pretty sure this is pink. This is actually trail marking type of tape. Or vinyl type of stretchy type of tape. Used for marking. So I took a whole bunch of it and just braided it. That's because I found it. So alright. So I have braid pink before. Actually, now that I think about it, I probably braid like a lot of things. Let's see here. I think I have an example right. Okay. I'm gonna add the example nearby. Oh, anyways. I've even braided fishing line before. I don't even know why, but I just did it just for kicks. I think I was just practicing at that time and just kind of getting used to it. Just trying out the braids on with different things and kind of just just doing it. Just like the knots or the hitches, just trying it out, just doing it on different things, especially that both the tumble hitch and the thermon friction hitch. I was just trying it when I first was trying it out. I was doing it on everything. I was just like, oh, there's a bar right there. Let's just try this. Oh, here's a C. Let's just try this. Getting kind of more used to just doing it. Where it's just like muscle memory, and I kind of get more used to doing it with different things in general. So let me welcome into the room here, lovely Lisa Warrior Queen. Hello, thank you for taking the time to drop in. I appreciate it. Yeah, I know, hey. You know, it's funny. I'm actually not see. There's more of it too. I'm actually not use the same color lighter. Surprisingly enough. I'm not really trying to burn it, just kind of so it wants to melt more. Although I probably should just snipped it and cut it. I mean, I should cut, cut, cut it a little bit and then trimmed it or heated it up. But whatever, it'll be fine. See, like those spots right there, I gotta keep them up. Just kind of melted in there. I wish I had a weight nearby, but I don't. I mean, actually, there might be. Nah. I would have to go find that. I have a spring thing with weight, but it's not legal for trade, but it gives me an approximation of the tensile strength of something. That's if I'm not using, like a known weight like water, like a bucket of water, where I've weighed it on a scale and it's like, oh, it weighs 15 pounds, 20 pounds, 25 pounds, and such, and tried to do this kind of with a single strand of the line or cord, rope, whatever you want to call it, and see, can I lift it up, for example. So let me welcome into the room here, both Corey Survival. Corey's in the house. I know, I got excited. And Cruiser Mac. Hello, Cruiser Mac. I'll give you some attention too. Welcome both of you into the stream here. Thank you for taking the time to drop in. I appreciate it. Ah, thanks, Corey. I appreciate that you're dropping by. Have fun at work. Tell Kara I say hi. And all that stuff. But yeah. I mean, I'll just clean up their end. I usually, at the end, if I can't keep making the zipper chains in it, I'll just put some knots in just so. Just kind of trim this. I'd probably just trim this piece off and just heat it up. Stuff like that. Maybe on this end too, real quick. I prefer using solar just because, well, candle, but just doing it fast. Just heating it so it just kind of fuses together or melts together. I mean, now I got some cordage to use, which means I can put a stopper knot in there, like usual. And do whatever, slip, like a guess I'm slipping here. The Arbor, Canadian Jam, not Slipknot, right? If I think, yeah, I'll make a bowline knot in here. Yeah, wait, let me tighten this a little. Oh, wait, hold on. Oh, there we go. Now, let's see. See, I didn't do this right. No, I don't think, no, I didn't do it right. Because the loop for this bowline's moving. Bowline knot, the loop that you make is static or stationary. Basically, it's can't be undone, or it's a knot that can't be undone easily. So the loop would stay in there. I'm just gonna do it real quick here, just because I know I should be able to do this. All right, bring that around, tighten this up. I think maybe it's the line I'm using. Let's see here. I should be able to do this. Yeah, see. Wherever you pull on it, you can't get more slack or get less slack. Yeah, get more slack. So now that loop is fixed, or whatever I want to use it for. So fixed loop right there. Hold on, sorry. Sorry. I just saw it buffering. I'm just making sure that I'm actually here. Because I got the OBS window open in the chat, so I can't see if I'm buffering without alt tabbing out or switching back to the YouTube stream. Hey, thanks, Corey. I appreciate it. Thank you for taking the time to drop in. Say hi to Kira for me and Jake, by the way. Yeah. So yeah, have a great day, Corey, at work. Don't worry, your TGIF will come at the end of the weekend. Inside joke. Let me get some scissors here. I gotta cut, well, not cut the line, but just kind of trim it. Just so I can add a stopper knot on their end. Remember, melted plastic can get really hot. Enough said. You know, you don't, when you're doing this, you don't have to get it that hot. You just need it so it starts melting or liquefying, whatever you want to use as a term. All right. Go figure. Forgot about this little piece right here. Let's not cut this real quick. Here I am trying to find the lighter. It's like in front of me. I think I've been staring at bright yellow things so long that I can't even recognize a bright yellow lighter. Let's do this real quick here. Let's kind of fuse it together. Alright, I think that's good enough. Even has nice. Nah, you probably won't hear that. It's making that sound of being taught. So let's see here. How much time am I on? Oh, okay. Alright. So I'll probably go till the top of the hour at least. At least. Maybe I'll go longer depending. And hopefully I won't disconnect. Yes, yeah. So it's... Oh, jeez. There's still one more. I think I got this now. More or less. I think this is why I prefer using solar instead. So I don't have to keep lighting a lighter. I probably should have used a candle. If you're gonna use like a lighter like 5-6 times in a row, you might as well just light up a candle. You know, save that butane in the lighter. Use a candle, which I probably should do, especially if you have one nearby, like a tea light candle, a pillar candle, or dinner candle, whatever. Just makes it a little bit easier. And you don't have to hold the lighter, you know, hold that flame and such. You can actually have 2 hands to work with. You want to make a pink one? I don't have enough plastic bags that are pink though to make something. It's hard to find certain colors and enough of them, just because. I mean, it's just real hard at times because some places only carry a certain color. Right? I mean, besides just a common white or black bag or clear. I have braided yarn before that's clear with clear bags, but let's just say it doesn't turn clear at the end when it's braided up, but it looks kind of cool being translucent or semi-transparent. I might as well stretch. Oh, thanks. Thanks, Ruth. So, let's see what else here. Oh, yeah. Probably should put my tools away here before I forget. Sometimes I'm bad for doing that, not putting tools away. Scissors, for example. Putting them back in the sheath and all that stuff. I mean, even earlier I had this pocket knife out and I didn't even put it back in. Even though I was just gonna be a second, or folded it back up, I was just like, yeah, I should really remember that. I know sometimes it's a second, but then, you know, it was sitting beside me. I mean, like, what happens if I got up and slipped or something? Or fell on it, right? You know, thank goodness that didn't happen, but I mean, like, it could happen, or you're not even paying attention. You just slip, fall back, your knife's still open, the folding knife's still open, or it's not put back in its sheath, and, you know, let's just say you're up a creek without a paddle. So let me welcome into the room here, Michelle, Angela, aka Elmo. Hello, Elmo. Elmo. Thank you for taking the time to jump in. I appreciate it. Appreciate it. How are you doing, by the way? Speak of which, hopefully everyone's doing alright right now. And you can see I actually have it on me. So it's done now. Like, once you get the zipper chains in it going and you just kind of get into it, it's fairly easy to do. I could do it without even seeing, not even really paying attention. Every so often I might have to pay attention because of the knot or something like that. Right, if you're doing it with a continuous amount of line that's not been daisy chained together, it's fairly straightforward. Just, you know what, just for you, Amanda. Just for you. Just for you. I do have this. That's pink and green. And this is 20 feet, by the way. This actually took a while to braid. This is 20 feet of a zipper chains in it. It's really long. It's really long. One of the longest braids I've done. As in continuous. So, I mean, I probably could, I think I just did this just for the sake of doing it and to challenge myself to see how long it would take me. It took a bit, let's just say. But that's back when I was a little bit slower at it, not knowing so much from experiencing it and just doing it. I just did it for fun. Although it is usable. It's not gonna be like anything like bank line or paracord, but it is braided line. How many bags per foot? Prepared camping. It it depends. Like I said, this is just 2 bags, 2 medium-sized bags. Like I said, the more strands you put in, so one, two for the zipper chains in it. Series of loops going over and over. It depends. I mean, I can make it shorter, but it'll be thicker, or you can make it thinner, but it'll be longer. So I can't really, per se, give you a number. You might get this for 1 bag, 1 strand on both sides, so just 2 strands in total. You might get a length around the same height of the bag, or slightly shorter than the bag. If the bag was laid flat and you held it from the handles at the top all the way down to the bottom of the bag, it might be part of the way up. So it depends. It depends. So yeah. What else could I do with this right now? While I'm at it? Actually, you know what? I got an idea. Just for kicks, I'm just gonna do this anyways. Use this PVC tube that I have here. I'm gonna make the tumble hitch in here. The tumble hitch. As you can see, I can pull on it. Now, if I did this correctly, here, you'll see that I'm holding it like this. Watch. Because the way it's put together, I should be able to, see? I know, it's like magic, hey? Should I do it again? But you could tell that you can pull it from one side. So I'll even do it again. I think this is another reason why I got in when I first started to learn about this. I was doing it with like a thin amount of, I forget what I was using. It might have been paracord. I was just using a pencil just to kind of get used to it and all that stuff because I didn't have a tree nearby. So I'll show it again, just in case anyone didn't see the magic here. Let's just say. Fold it over, bring that around, start tightening it. Just do this real quick. It's slipped out. That's because I'm not using a lot of it. So let me welcome into the room here, Greyman Outdoors. Hello. Thank you for taking the time to drop in. I appreciate it. Yes, exactly. Magic. It's magic. I don't know much, Greyman. I'm just been braiding. Figure I might as well practice some hitches again randomly. Kind of do this live. I think I got this. And like I said, position it like magic. Well, not as nice as the first time, but you get the point. Anyways. Yeah. Yep, yep. Doo-doo-doo. This makes me wonder to make some flute or something out of it. I've never made a flute. I made a whistle, but I've never made a flute. Maybe. Maybe. Maybe one of these days I'll attempt that. Just for kicks. Just for kicks. Well, I guess I'm gonna go longer than I thought. Go figure. So I'll hang this up with something you might see in the future, which is say. Because everyone's always wonders, oh, what do you do with all that line, CR? I'm like, well, if I don't use it right away, I'll put it somewhere else to organize it. There'll be a video on it. Not that, no spoilers on this one, but keep your eyes peeled for it. You might just see it this weekend. Oh, excuse me. There's the tickle in my throat. I should have some coffee. Yeah. So I'll put this aside. Oh, you think those are crazy braid, Reaper? Some of the channels that really do a lot of braiding and stuff like that. I'm like, half the stuff I want to learn, just so I can try it out and just do it. Alright, what I'm gonna do here, because I can't be bothered trying to get that knot through the loop here, I am just gonna, this is not a big deal to me, I'm just gonna start a new zipper chain sentence area. So I'm just gonna make an overhand knot on both lines and just go do it again. I'm pretty sure I don't have any more knots in here. It's not a big deal. I'll probably just use something like this for something small or something like that. So like I said, a series of loops just over and over again. Now with porn, you gotta be careful, and I usually am better at doing it, but you don't want to pull too hard. Because obviously the strand's not that strong. It's not like you're braiding like something like bank line or paracord. Where honestly it has the tensile strength to be able to pull hard in the zipper chain sennit here, or whatever kind of braid. Sea gray, man. Nice, nice. Reaper, it depends. Like I said, it depends. And I don't have anything to anchor it up with right now. So let me welcome into the room here. Jewish redneck preppers. Hello, Baba. Shalom. I feel like I'm starting to know all these phrases or words or slang just from YouTube alone. So welcome. Hi, by the way. Alright, braid here. Do I? Well, great, man. I guess you've been missing out on a few videos where I've shown the bank line. I've already shown the bank line on in different videos already, including a spool and such. I have another way of doing the bank line, but I have to see. I have to try it out, see if it actually would work. So you might not see that in a video anytime soon, because I'm trying it out. So I have to see if it will handle me using it or storing it, I should say. Yeah. I still have some laying around. I've already uh not allocated, dedicated some of it already to something specific, like a bag, backpack, and such. I'm actually trying to see if I can put it somewhere else, but I'll have to see. I don't mind Banklight. Never played around much with it, but seems alright for me. For the cordage, for the ratio of its thickness or diameter to its tensile strength. So it's fairly, well, it's lighter weight for distance in comparison to like something like paracord, but honestly it doesn't hold as much. I think Bankline goes up to like what, 315 or something like that, all the way to number 36. This number 18 that I got here is like 113 pounds, give or take. I've taken one of the free strands and I held like a 20-pound bucket of water with it on a single strand. And it's just like, and saw the stretch of it. I was like, okay, at least 60, 65, maybe even 70 pounds. Still relatively safe workload. Yeah, I think I said that right. So if I knew it was gonna be like 90 pounds, I'd be like, maybe use more or carry less back if it was like water or something. Oh yeah, exactly. I understand. I understand, Green Man. I understand. And I appreciate people that can drop by. However, short or long. We're all busy. I'm busy braiding, but I'm also multitasking and being on a live stream. But, I understand. And besides, you're doing your own thing too, right? Enjoying the outdoors, fishing, and all that stuff too. I mean, I do things outside that you won't see on the channel, just because, well, my camera doesn't handle the cold too well. It's been too cold for it. I mean, I've gone out, but you'll just have to take my word for it. Because I tried shooting a video with a digital